Oh, we are actually live. Didn't realise we were actually on. Okay. Yay. Let's get doing all the boring share stuff.
White Abaddon, greetings, welcome. It was good playing yesterday. Sorry it was a little scattered,
Yeah.
but we're working on some AVP2 solutions. Hopefully ones with the good maps.
Well, I think we'll just start with the default maps to start with.
And no offense to anyone who created any of the UMP maps.
Uh, it's insane difficulty, by the way, Adam.
Oh, well I can just change that, or you can.
I've changed the
Okay.
title, but I can't
Okay.
change the splash screen.
Oh shoot. Well, I'll change that later, whatever. Or maybe I can do it real quick. Let's see.
Do it now,
Okay.
because we'll get called out for that straight away.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope you still had fun regardless, Abaddon.
Will Streamlabs let me change the cover in here?
I just send it to me and
Okay.
I can amend it on the dashboard. One job, Adam. One job. White Band says main problem with those UMP maps where the two open, the Marines had long sight lines with little to no obstruction.
Yeah.
Add the miniguns and aim these having two lights and what's the great.
Yeah, most of those maps were not great, I'm sorry to say. They were just like, can we play the real maps? Alright, there you go.
Has received and will update shortly.
Alright, I think I'll crank up the volume a little bit of the game, maybe. Alright, let me put us live here so you all can see what we're doing. There we go. Invited you. Oh, you're already here. Welcome. Welcome.
Hello.
I think I need to change my weaponry back.
Messing around, is he?
I guess we should all stick with our classes because we seem to have our groove with this difficulty.
We've been doing well. White Band says also I'm very upset to learn that the Pitch Black map isn't actually based on the film Pitch Black.
Oh yeah, missed opportunity there.
Talking about the UMP map. There's so many maps to get through. There's so many. Right, that's up on there. That's posted to the Facebook page. Calum, welcome. As always.
Calum, you.
You know whose birthday it is today, Adam?
The Master Giggers.
Indeed. And it was either his death or his birthday. No, I can't remember.
It would have been.
Oh. And it was also the anniversary of Tipping's death, who was Crow in Aliens. One of the background Marines, I guess, for want of a better term.
Mitch, welcome. Yes, I like this flight helmet. I thought I would switch it up with my technician look from the Seegson get up before.
Right, I am done whoring us out, and I'm now loading. We can actually begin the fun.
Yeah, it seems like with Insane, Technician and Recon are both essential as far as
Yes.
at least with our
you
progression.
need that ammo, and you need that never-ending turret.
But with the third, you can either go Gunner or Demolisher and have it work, I think. Oh shit. Echo.
Well, what does the gunner bring to it? It's the
Overclock.
it's the overcharge, isn't it? Yeah.
For when those heavies come in. Although it'll be interesting to see how we fare with the second campaign with
Yeah, when we get
the
to
androids and all that.
I don't wanna.
We've got no choice.
I don't want.
Right, I'm in with you.
Can't go back
So
now. We
I
must go on.
guess we need to stock up on some electro turrets. They're really in the first mission?
No.
No, they're not really in the first mission.
Not until the
are they?
second one. Let's give this a go and see how it goes.
Do you not want to do a quick warm up? Is there anything we can?
Should we do a warm up?
should we-
You want to do a warm up? We could do only way to be sure.
Be
mission.
sure. Yeah.
Want to do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Should we just do
Well,
that on intense?
Yeah, and we'll all play as Doc.
Oh yes, good idea actually. Okay.
So I need to swap to my Doc. Hang on.
They're no match for Droidica.
They are coming through.
This is impossible.
Did you end up watching any of the that comedian I told you about who was doing the deep fakes of Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson?
No, I need to watch that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I sent you a video on Facebook.
Doing incendiary rounds and phosphorus pop-up mines. That sounds fun.
Ugh, you look like Hanukkah.
Out of the shadows. What's that? No, come on. That's
It's a warm-up round.
that's all right.
I mean, we do want to finish the round, Chris.
Yeah. Oh dear, it makes me smile.
Okay.
Really invisible aliens.
We'll do it.
Oh, nearly invisible. What is that? I don't think I've played this one before.
It was last week for the challenge card madness. Boom, boom, ba-da-dum, dum, dum, dum.
Just making up for it 'cause I missed it.
Oh. You know what? I might open my Prowler figure tonight.
Nice, you should.
Finally. It's just because I've got nowhere to put it at the minute. That's all. I've run out of space again.
Keep the sentry guns up so they can get out again. Incoming, get those sentries up.
Oh, they're
Oh, God.
too invisible.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's reasonably invisible.
Well, it's only the runners.
It's like that stupid idea that they had for AVP Requiem, where the Pred Alien could cloak.
Nomad Clan, welcome to the stream. We were debating whether or not to play this or Hunting Grounds today, but we decided we would continue our insane playthrough since Chris was down to join. We did play
And
some
we've
Hunting
been on
Grounds.
a little bit of a roll.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can keep that up. We did play some Hunting Grounds the other night though, And there were some hardcore predators on there. Guess those are the ones that have stuck around.
Blue fire team, we're
I think I'm starting to get fed up of hunting grounds, I'll be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
like somebody stepped in a fire ant nest. They're all stirred up.
I mean, I still have fun with it, but yeah, it's some nights are better than others with that one.
Have you noticed that they have little mouths on them?
Yeah.
The invisible ones,
Yeah,
like little
that
lips.
you can
and
still
teeth.
see.
There'll just be some opacity to the model or something, that's all.
No, I don't think so, because they're pink.
Nomad Clan says, wish I was on then, I would have ran into you guys with my pred. Yeah, no, ideally, I feel like Hunting Grounds is best played just with a full group of 5 and you rotate, like, who the predator is, you know? But, yeah, if you ever
I
want
agree.
to join us for that, it sounds like something we could set up.
A lot of Sierras in here. Somebody throwing a We Love Xenos convention?
Higher level organization. The city offline. They have no direction.
Ah!
Sorry.
It's not really, did it on purpose, I watched him.
I zoned in.
Welding door shut as we go.
Can I say it? I'm just spiteful, Adam, that's all. An angry, spiteful Brit. Oh god.
Lots of Sierra. Stay close and push hard.
Oh, man. I need to get out of here. Recover. I need to heal.
Oh, good.
Fireteam, spike a console for me. Esther, I want you to lock down all doors to forward and aft of our route.
A network intrusion will be detected. Expect a counterattack.
Oh, yeah. We all are docs, aren't we?
Yeah, did you forget?
Caleb says, man, some of those early AVPR ideas they had for the Predalien were so executive gives notes with no idea how anything actually works in their own movies. Yeah, definitely. They even filmed some of it.
Although, speaking of tomorrow, we're finally putting up a video.
Oh, is that
To
going up
do
tomorrow? Woo!
It's going up tomorrow.
Nice, I'm excited for that one.
It'll be, like, UK evenings, you're just mid-morning.
That's when we usually try and put stuff up, like late morning US
Yes.
and
Yeah.
early evening UK.
And I'm very looking forward to that one. I finally got around to recording the end of the video today. I was admittedly being a little lazy. Because I'm so flipping tired at the minute.
Generator Sid. Aim for the tank.
Where is he? Where is he?
I see him.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm on fire. Literally.
Wicked fire starter.
Speaking of, The Prodigy was probably one of the first electronic bands I was into. I couldn't resist bringing that up.
You know, I'm never really into them, I'll be honest. Like, I enjoy the one or two songs.
They had some good stuff, for sure. Oh, man.
Just grabbing ammo.
That's the door Blue Fireteam sealed. Cut through.
You might as well pick that up to recharge your thing.
I don't think anybody needs to. at the
Jet
minute, yeah.
lag EVS, if that's how it goes, says, I think we're all tired. That was a very long January. Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, it's February now, but yes, I am ready for this month, and
Yeah.
hopefully having a bit more news and things, you know.
I'm gonna be very tired in February as well. It's just,
Check the next set of defense
oh,
lines.
it's Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Sentry guns
Sarah's one of the community guests that will be joining us for
Oh.
the Vasquez episode.
Oh, cool. Looking forward to that. I still need to read the book myself. I got
Well, we need to
AVP Armageddon first, but
That's this weekend we're recording that, right?
yes, that
Next
was
week, yes.
that was the plan. The 11th, was it?
Yeah, I think we're going to do it night of the 11th.
Ah,
This card is crazy. These bloody cloaked cloaked aliens.
It's fun. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest.
yeah,
It's a
no,
bit
it is a different one. I like how they appear when you kill them, though. So you're like, okay, yeah, there it was.
Let's go.
Camouflage alien.
Oh, found us.
Roro.
We all hit it. Uh-oh.
No.
Leave Chris alone. White Adam says, I'm reading Vasquez at the moment. I wish we got more moments with... Oh, damn it. I was reading. That's not fair. With Vasquez on LV426. It's also strange because they talk about Bass and Drake in the past but don't even show his death later. Well... I'll save my thoughts on Vasquez. I'm obviously going to reread it before we start as well. Before we record as well, sorry.
I was worried that it would be another book like Covenant, like the Alien Origins. That's like, you know, there's not much alien in it. But I guess with the Alien universe, you can definitely have stories that don't
You
have
can.
aliens. But maybe you should like, I don't know. Maybe you should label it. Maybe it should be like the Alien
An
universe,
alien story.
this title or something. Yeah, or an alien story.
To be fair, that book's problems were not its lack of aliens.
Oh yeah, I still haven't read that one.
Those sentries back up.
Yeah, no, it was just silly at points. I mean, there was some great bits in it, some great concepts in it, but it just
Credan
It
says,
wasn't great.
"What the hell are you guys playing as Ghostbusters?" Yeah, I think Koki Bunny made that comment earlier. No, I'm just a doctor, man. I'm just wearing my what do they call that? The smocks or whatever?
lab coat.
Scrubs. What,
no, it's a lab coat.
It's a lab
not
coat.
scrubs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
scrubs.
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, quite hard to attack them coming in from a distance. You can't really see them.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna stay out of your line of fire here.
Where's your healing stations? Yeah, well, mine's down. I don't know about them.
I'll throw mine down. Oh, it's on cooldown. Few more seconds.
Right, so in that case...
Okay, it's going down.
Those lips with the teeth are definitely something that the devs have done, because I'm seeing it all over the place.
Ah!
I can't see a man, I'm just shooting wildly.
Uh-oh. Oh boy, this is not looking great. We got multiple prowlers here. But our...
I'm really not noticing it, Chris.
Yeah, our Healy dudes are doing okay.
Next time you talk
I
to him,
see what you mean. They look like they're glowing orange almost, some of them.
Oh, okay. Now I saw it there, yeah.
it looks like it's like licking its lips coming at you. It's just amusing to me.
Ah.
Nice, nice.
Area secure.
Yeah, wasn't so bad considering.
The area is secured, Ripley.
Fireteam, how you doing?
Oh, that could have been worse.
Miguel H, welcome to Scream, says difficulty just went way up. It's not too bad. Not too bad.
No,
it,
I mean,
it will
to
go
be
way
fair,
up.
Yeah, to be fair, we're starting with an intense run through, I think.
Yeah,
isn't it?
this is just our little
warm-up
warm-up
round
for
yeah.
daily challenges. And then we will get on to the insane difficulty. Oh, we gotta go back.
And you know, to be fair, I feel like we're in the swing of things with it. Sarah says, now that would have been interesting. A Pred Alien knowing how to toggle a cloaking device. I'm glad that never ended up in it. There were some crazy ideas for that. Especially if you read like the making of AVP. Some of those crazy ideas came from Tom and Alec, to be fair, as well.
Ooh, Credan asking me a Saw question. Rich Top, what are your thoughts on Saw 4? You know, 4, I remember it being okay. Like, I liked 3. Of the original trilogy, I mean, the first is always the best, right? Objectively, I guess. But 3 I thought was quite good. 4 was starting to kind of decline. 5 I was like, eh. But then 6 I really liked. I thought 6 was a fun ride. And that's when it kind of started to just embrace the insanity that comes with, you know, sequels that go on that long, I guess. Moving on from 6, was Saw 3D, or the final chapter was Saw 7, I believe, and that one was just completely wacky and great. And then they did Jigsaw, which I thought was just kind of okay. And Spiralite also thought was just okay, maybe a little less okay. But I know they just finished filming Saw 10, and it has Tobin Bell in it again, so hopefully this one is good. Although it takes place in between Saw 1 and 2, and the actor is quite a bit older now, so...
It's alright, the CG de-aging now. I started watching Spiral the other day. I turned it off after about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered with it. Although, I tell you what I did start watching that I've also never watched before, and I need to continue, was Hunt for Red October.
Oh, I love that movie. That's a great one. That's one of my favorite Tom Clancy movies.
I hadn't, well, for a start, I hadn't realised it was a Tom Clancy adaptation until I saw the credits. And I'd forgot Stephen Hopkins had directed it.
Oh, I forgot that as well. That's cool. He did a really good job on that one.
I need to finish watching that one. We were just a little tired at the time, so we turned it off. But yeah, I was really enjoying that.
Miguel H asks, "Are aliens cloaked until they get closer to you?" I think it's just the runners that are cloaked until we kill them. It's just a challenge card we are playing. Zachary Rice, happy Sunday to you as well.
Whoa. Eggs. Don't get close.
Indeed. Hope everybody's having a good weekend.
Sorry.
Stop
Oh
walking
my
in
God.
my way.
I didn't even move, then you just shot me.
No, you walked across.
Yeah, I did initially, and then I stopped, and then you shot me again.
No.
Yup.
Okay, to be fair,
Nice.
Aaron usually has the highest friendly fire damage.
Well. Can't believe you'd grass me up like that. It's how I resolve my anger issues.
Uncivilized.
I got a prowler here.
Zachary talking your language, Adam. Dead Space remake is so good.
Oh yes, I need to start my new Game Plus playthrough on that. It's
Wow. Really?
I can't stop thinking about it. It's just like such a good game.
That good?
Yes. Alien Isolation, good. And I really hope they do Dead Space 2 because that's my favorite in the series. That is definitely the Aliens of the series, where it's the perfect balance of action and horror. But I don't know. There's been some talk like maybe they'll do Dead Space 4, which if you did that, you'd have to have a way for people to catch up that haven't played 2 and 3, and so you'd have to like remaster them maybe instead of do a full remake. But I hope they remake 2 and then kind of redo 3 and have 3 be more akin to Visceral's original vision before EA messed it up with all their demands for it. Because 3 had some problems for me.
I don't think you're alone in that, are you?
No, I never
thought that was
finished it.
generally-
It was pretty disappointing. I know it got some good reviews, like Game Informer gave it a 9, but I do not feel like it deserved that. Miguel H asks, any boss on this level? I don't think so. I think that's the end of this campaign.
Oh no, this is the introduction of the Praetorian.
Okay, so yeah, mini boss maybe. I don't know. Maybe that counts. Praetorian was certainly a boss fight in AVP 2010. Oh, we have a bunch of them coming in behind us. Uh-oh.
Forward pass clear.
Say again, Chris?
Path forward is clear.
Okay. So
Right,
we need to med up in a minute, Adam, to recharge our bits.
Yep. Zachary Ray says the co-op on 3 was pretty rad, though. Yeah, my friend and I, and he was also a really big Dead Space fan, we just weren't into the game itself. Not to say I don't like co-op horror like Resident Evil 5. I just played through that one with Caleb again. I've always liked that. We played through RE6, which, although not as good as RE5, was more fun than it gets credit for, even though that also has its problems.
Initiating door overrides. Subject 5 to negative 5.
But I know the Outlast games is coming out with a co-op horror, so that'll be interesting. Horror.
Yeah, that game didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I never finished it, but I thought it was pretty cool.
It's got me.
You're in it.
All right. Does anybody have a vulnerability assessment drone?
Yes.
Maybe put that out.
I can't see the alien.
Was that ever in a book or something, like camouflaged aliens?
DNA War might have had something about them being like kind of greeny to blend in with the jungle environment. But it's been such a long time since I've read that one.
closest thing, I suppose, is
Resistance has the invisible androids. Man, I barely even remember Resistance and Rescue.
it's the thing that this game's after. Oh, the book. It's the closest we come to
The
it.
Leon?
Yep.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Well, that's not really a xenomorph. Not in the traditional sense, anyway.
It's a pathogen-related creature.
It's pathogen related, yeah.
Adam will fight tooth and nail that they aren't aliens, though.
They're not. Because the pathogen mutates the aliens based on this
And that-
game.
That still annoys me.
You got him,
The
Chris.
pathogen
Okay,
should not be able to affect the aliens.
It did in Fire and Stone, as far back as that.
I know, but we also don't. We don't talk about fire.
The
and stuff.
pathogen does whatever the writers want it to do.
Magic goo.
Which is
I
why
prefer
it
Alex
never should have been
White's
done in the
version.
first place.
Ward's draft had. Oh yes, quite right. Ward's draft had the alien blending in with the wheat, which was actually a pretty cool visual, I thought.
I am an old school purist. Give me that AVP2 pilot race, please. Let's just forget the prequels ever existed.
I still stand by Covenant.
I will isolate the air ducts by neg.
Yep. Until David shows up. Yep.
No, even when David shows up.
Nope.
I always love Aaron how you're like, I like this alien movie until there's an alien in it. And I'm like,
Yes,
yeah,
until
do
the
you
alien
do you hear
shows up.
yourself right now?
No, it's fine because I like it as an alien. It's like we said earlier, it's an alien story. All the prequels suffered when they tried to add the alien into it. You know, John Spates' scripts, I stand by those until they add the aliens into them. Should have just gone in hardcore on the proto-aliens.
Alright, it's hard to catch up with the chat in this game. Apologies.
Alright! Got him.
White Abaddon says, I like the engineers, just not as the space jockey. I would prefer the space jockey being something much older,
Yeah.
something that not even the engineers understand, maybe similar to Prometheans. You mean like, Prometheans, I'm trying to, is that like a reference to something? I was thinking Mass Effect, but I know that's not Prometheans, because I think in Mass Effect they like adopted an ancient race's technology or something.
See, that's something I again like the engineers as well, but you know I'm part of the fandom that doesn't like them as the space jockeys. So you know
But they're
the
meant to
idea.
be.
I know they're meant to be, but you know if we're fansplaining things away, you know I like the fan theory that they're you know imitating the engineers and stuff like that. Because I like them, I just don't like them as the jockeys.
Well, I was hyped up for Covenant. I was ready to be like, okay, I accept Prometheus. I've gotten beyond it. But then when they're like, David did the alien, I was like, oh no. I know we kind of knew that at first, but it wasn't until I saw the
Yeah.
movie that I was like, come on.
You had to accept it.
So
Here's your boss.
at that point, I was just like, I'm done with you prequels. I mean, I'll watch you sometimes because you have your moments and your very beautiful movies, but
I just fear Scott putting David in the space jockey suit.
I hope he does that because that
Just to
would be the
piss me
perfect
off.
cap. Exactly. It would be like,
I don't want him to
you
piss
still
me
like
off.
the prequels now?
It's alright, Fede's gonna really
That's
entertain me.
Yeah, if Fede can just do something like Prey, where it's just back to basics alien, you know, None of the black goo nonsense. I'm totally on board.
I mean, to be fair, what we know of the TV show isn't black goo as well.
That's true. Yeah.
This question was asked on.
Although I
forums
think Peter
recently.
Whalen's death is mentioned, or disappearance, whatever.
Didn't the pathogen and hybrid start with William Gibson's scripts? The hybrid thing can be traced back to Ridley Scott and Alien, because he talked about a hybrid saying, you know, DNA reflex. Sorry, should I say? But that's because he said, you know, if the alien had come out the cat, it'd look different. It'd look like the cat. So, yeah, that's been around for a long time. But yeah, Gibson's new beast, as he called it in the script, was a spaceborne. Not spaceborne, an airborne
friendly fire
spore
damage.
kind of thing.
Aaron is double.
Well,
Both of
when
us.
you're all walking in front of me, I can't help it.
No, I just think you're just a really angry individual, and you just take it out on me and Adam.
Well, I mean, that's equally as likely, you know. I have all this pent up rage.
Thank you, Miguel H. Appreciate that.
I still like-
Credan says, I'm still not convinced Ridley would have gone for David as space jockey.
I think he would have.
He totally
I think
would.
He'd
He
be
still
sat there
will.
with his cigar, going, you know what? They'll never see this coming, and he'll think it's a fucking brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Nomad Clan says, God, at this point, the Wayland family tree is as expendable as the coal mine bloodline from Gears of War. That was completely over my head. I only played the first Gears.
Yeah, I got to 3, but it's been so long since I played them. I need to play 4 and 5 because I hear they've actually been pretty good. And the prequel one I heard was good too. So I've been meaning to get back into the Gears world because I really enjoyed the first game in the early days of the 360. But yeah, I used to square Prometheus in my head like, oh well, you know, Peter Wayland is just Charles Bishop Wayland's nephew who took control of the company or whatever. But no, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Well, that's 2 challenges done. Hopefully we'll get the Elite Synthetics now with our run. Now, before we do this, I'm on need a drink, so I will be RB. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Better start dancing, Aaron.
Robo 86 says, and then the Spore show up in Covenant. So, yeah, here's the thing. This is why I really hate my interview with Ridley Scott, because it was the one thing I wanted to ask him was how deliberate were the similarities with Gibson's Alien 3 script, because he was attached to Alien 3, Scott was, when Gibson was, or thereabouts. So I kind of wanted to know how much of that he brought from it, and how deliberate that was. But I liked the new beasts in the second draft when it was a lot more restrained. You know, the second draft was only like 2 of these aliens. And it played a lot better, in my opinion. And it had the potential for some really interesting sort of visuals. You know, it wasn't how Covenant did it with them sort of developing the bloodbursters, but they literally sort of ripped apart and their bodies became adult aliens. And it was an interesting take on it, you know. It was. Caleb says he would have looked at me with that "do you want me to slap you" expression that Lindelof talked about when he told him about AVP. I mean, it would have been totally worth it. Totally worth it. Where's Adam? Oh, we've got a dance. So what emotes have we got? Okay.
I don't know what the emotes button is.
Oh no, he's left himself on the bloody level screen anyway, so it's not like you can see it. There's only one. There's only one ridge top. Did you ever get around to reading Gibson's Alien 3 comic? Or listening to the drama? I can't remember.
Yep. I liked it.
Prefer the drama or the comic?
So I never. No, I got the novelization.
Okay, so you read the. So that was based on the first
No,
draft.
it was the audio drama. It was the audio drama. Sorry.
Okay.
If you remember, it was the novel I couldn't get a hold of because it
Yes, because
disappeared
it
off
went
of-
up for like 2 days and then was pulled off of Audible for some reason.
I don't even know if it's back.
It's still in my library because I got it. I managed to snag it at the time. Although so I don't like the first draft. I absolutely hate the first draft. But I absolutely love the second draft. So it's really fun for me because I was kind of really curious to read the book, the novel, because I knew it was based on the first draft, and I was like, oh, are they going to make this work for me? And the author Pat Cadigan has such a sardonic tone that it was just brilliant. I really, really enjoyed the way she wrote that book. Not, it. I mean, all the things I hate about that first draft are still present in it and everything. But I tried to divorce the material and the adaptation and just enjoy what was new, and I did. But I
You
absolutely
still
loved the
cannot
audio
buy
drama.
Alien 3 on Audible.
Well, it's all right. You don't have you have time to read now, don't you?
No,
No, okay.
not time to listen either these days. It sucks.
Peturabo says, "What's your opinion on the Aliens Infernos? If you read it or listened to the audio drama, well, there was an audio book for that one, I think, buddy. I really like it. I don't know what you think actually.
I still have 5 hours 20 left,
Okay.
and not interested.
Ah,
Of which one?
Infernos.
Alien Inferno's Fall.
I thought it was pretty decent. I mean,
I thought it was solid. I thought it
think-
was solid.
It came at the wrong time for me, where I was just feeling a bit like the on everything.
and
So-
I don't even like the prequel stuff. It's like this game. Like this game, I can kind of appreciate it more because it handles it quite well.
Oh shit! Do we have the
No, I need to
Do we have
switch
the cards?
to. We might have the card. Switching to technician. I might have it. Human tanks. There we go.
Okay, I'm glad you do. I don't.
All right, we got the
I
right
think when I'm feeling a bit
classes
more,
selected.
I've got the right stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think when I'm in a bit of more of a excited for something coming out, I'll revisit Inferno's Fall. But at the moment, I just know if I continue with it, I'm just gonna go, not gonna be bothered. So
Comshot, welcome to the stream. Asks, what are you guys' thoughts on Eyes of the Demon? I thought it was pretty good. At least I haven't read all of the final versions of that yet.
I'm the same. I haven't got around to reading the final versions of everything. I'm about halfway through it, but I'm really enjoying it. I think there's only one in that short that I don't like, which is
The cosplay one, the LARP one. Or...
Yeah, the LARPing one. Robert Greenbergers, I think, was the author's name. I think it had real potential. I think it had real potential to be really good, especially from a Predator POV.
Check your fire. Remember,
It was an interesting setup, just
Didn't work.
pretty silly. Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah. So, how do we do this bit? I can't even remember how we
Well,
play these
I
ones
could
on this.
probably trigger them. Okay, they're triggered. Maybe we can back up here, and I'll put turret, like, right here. Depends on if they climb up over this wall or if they just take the stairs. I think they'll just take the stairs. And we got the flute. The Grammy-nominated flute.
I love the flute in the soundtrack.
and the results.
It's such a meta
been put out.
commentary.
I think it's this next weekend. I think they posted the wrong date. They said it was this weekend, but I believe it's next weekend for the Grammys.
Camchat says you should choose the game as much as possible.
On this
Yeah, we
difficulty,
know.
you have to.
We
Yeah.
know on this difficulty. Caleb says, "Hell yeah, whimsy time." The actors were perfect.
Shit down here. Some
Were
kind
on
of
perfect order.
auxiliary
Oh
base.
yeah,
Contact position?
the narrator, Shiromi, I think it is.
Oh, they're coming
Is
in
it
again.
Shiromi? But didn't Shiromi do Colony War? Or do you mean the authors? I think the authors were on Perfect Organism at one point.
Yeah, I just saw they have a new logo. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks good. I like their thing of facehuggers around a microphone. I think it works really well. White Band says, well, I now have a reason for finishing Furnace 4 anime. My anime is out later this month. Apparently it got put back, mate. It's in March now.
I think on Amazon it's still listed as February, but yeah, that's too bad if it was pushed back again.
Terminal. See if you can pull any
Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of like, that's fine. Just give me a bit more time. I'm behind
Yeah.
on so much.
Yeah, because we got the Alien comics to do now, and a couple books we're working on, so it's nice to have a little bit of a slowdown early in the year.
I've got there's a couple of actors I was trying to get on as well that I haven't really been able to prep.
security log. Free range.
We need some more Dirk Maggs dramas.
Oh god, yes, we do.
Keep moving.
Careful, Adam. There's
Oh,
some down. Yep.
Right on cue.
Get that turret down and get up here.
Yeah. Turret's
That
down.
wasn't good.
Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me.
You know damn well I shot you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we gotta take our time, go a little slower. Forget, you can't take
over
too
here.
much damage in this one. Comshot asks, by the way, when can we expect a video on the first 6 issues of the Marvel Pred comic? It's been recorded. That's the next one to come out.
I'm halfway through the first pass on it at the minute. I'm hoping I'll have it finished for next week or the week after. Depends how busy I get in that crappy real world. I wish I could just spend all day reading and working on Alien and Predator stuff.
You wouldn't get sick of it if Alien and Predator and AVP was your full-time job.
I don't think I would, because I'd still, if that was what I was doing most of the day, I'd still have chance to read like my other non-related book and
That's
still
true.
have time to read my non-related book and still have that breath of fresh air.
That's true.
I think that's where I have kind of struggled a little bit lately. Is we've been so on it that I haven't been able to take my break books like normally I would. So I have actually kind of slowed down a little
Oh my
bit
God.
getting ready for Armageddon.
Oh my god, I'm running back. I'm running back. Got a spitter behind there.
Camshat says real world is crappy. Real world is busy.
Yeah, I don't think I'd get sick of it. If AVP was my full-time job instead of my part-time job, I don't think I would get sick of it. I would still love it.
Ambush. Get eyes behind you.
You got turret down.
No, but I will. Do they come in behind here at all?
Don't think so.
I think we might get some drop towards the end.
I'll keep an eye.
Ah,
Where did that come from?
On my
jumped
turret's
right
down.
over me. We were supposed to have Austin Winter on the podcast at one point, but he never replied to schedule it, which was a shame.
Yeah, we should hit him up again. I know he does that podcast with
Alana.
Alana Pierce.
Troy
Yeah,
Baker.
yeah.
Yeah, you need to push that.
Yeah, let's do that again there. Let's hit him up.
Is I also don't know enough about music to really make the most out of that one.
Well, dude,
Once upon a time, I
how
played,
you write notes, how you make music good. That's okay. We can just look up other musician interviews, and we'll like use it as like a. Yeah, we can figure it out.
Well, you're onto a winner because he loves Alien and Aliens anyway,
Yeah.
and he loves the composers like Jerry
Horner.
Goldsmith and Horner. So you're just onto a nerd conversation. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think you have to worry too much about it. I think it will just happen naturally.
Caleb says, "When do flute? How blow? Do you do the fingering?"
I mean, it's like I said. I've also got 2 other actor ones coming up.
Okay, I think. Wait. Before we move forward, I think if we get close to those boxes, we trigger them in here, don't we?
Some behind us. Yes. So it probably makes more sense to wait here.
Get them in this hallway. Maybe I
Yeah.
could go ahead. Hopefully they don't.
Well, I mean, we might as well go get the.
The boxes and stuff. Yeah.
boxes,
Let's be quick
yeah.
about it. Hopefully they don't continue to come from behind, even after we trigger them up here. I don't. Maybe they don't. Or the door's closed. Shit.
It might reopen. Oh, no, it does not reopen.
Well, can we
Well,
still
can
just
actually
use
move,
this
like,
this
back down
area?
here, can't we?
Yeah, we could use down here.
Well, do they come in right here?
No, they're not coming behind us.
I think they hop over this wall right here.
Don't think they do.
Maybe we should hang here.
Rebo says,
think-
what happened to Dirk Maggs?
I think we should hang here.
Dirk Maggs is fine. It's just Disney, I guess, at that point didn't want to do more.
Okay, they're triggered.
Didn't want to do more audio dramas, which is a shame. But there is a possibility that may be changing. A alien related thing was teased between Tim Leben and Dirk Maggs recently. So whether that means we're getting an adaptation of the Rage War or something new, I'm hoping we'll find out closer towards Alien Day, because this was last year the stuff on the socials was. Nomad Clan says, what do you think about the newborn?
I like the newborn. The newborn's grown on me.
I still avoid making any posts related to the newborn on the socials.
Oh, I need to start making more now, just because you've said that. But the the animatronic is so impressive,
Oh.
and
On a technical level, you cannot argue with the execution of the creature. I always think that it should have just been Big Chap, but without the cowl. So you have that very prominent skull under there, and that's just all you needed to denote a more human element to the design.
I mean, it was grotesque as hell, sure, but
Oh yeah. I think it just lent a little too far away from Alien, in my opinion.
oh yeah.
I think it would have been far creepier seeing something more obviously alien interact with Ripley in that way.
Is there a
Oh, big one.
Come on, we can get him. We can get him. No, you come back. Come back.
Got him.
Yep, got him. Got him.
Nice. On the ceiling.
Yep. You know what, Camshat? I can't even think of what the Byron and Shelley meme is. related to Covenant, that is. Nomad Clan says, do you think the newborn will make its way into this game? No,
Probably not.
not a chance.
Maybe
A very
into
particular thing has to happen for that to
Yes,
happen.
that is. But to be fair, I mean,
maybe Dead by Daylight.
The Neomorphs shouldn't really be in the game because that was a very particular set of circumstances
Big console up on the
that led to their creation. You know, they weren't mutated aliens. God, that winds me up so much about them in this game. I really did actually want to see some more
workplace
black goo mutations, but I didn't want it to go down that way.
Well, they already used up all their scientists for the fight fields.
It's alright, they can be some other creatures. Camshat says, Resurrection in general is very grotesque.
It's a fun ride. I mean, I was disappointed when I first saw it, but through the years, it's really grown on me.
Get in here, Hicks.
I'm coming. Petter Rab says, the only interesting thing about Resurrection is the cat. Oh, is the core story about a Blade Runner Android uprising. You guys think they will ever do a story about that?
Well, there was kind of a short story about it in AVP Ultimate Prey, in the anthology.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't really about the uprising as such, but...
Just involved with it, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's something that will get referenced a fair bit. Whether it's something they focus a lot on, I don't know. But to be fair, they haven't really explored post-resurrection as a time setting at all.
I mean, Rage War.
Yeah, well, other than Rage War
and
Sea of Sorrows, there was
Original
Thrill
Sin.
of the Hunt. Yeah, Original Sin. Thrill of the Hunt, because that tried to answer the question of why nobody knew about the aliens after all the stuff in the expanded universe.
Don't we have a big chap coming in behind us here eventually?
Not at this bit, I don't think.
What do they call it?
The drone in this.
The drone. That's right. Just the drone. Well, if there is, I'll try and get a cryogrid down in time.
White Band says, I still want to see the Fairbanks monster. You know what? I'm drawing a blank on that, Abaddon.
I thought, was that? That sounds like a The Thing thing, right? Or was that a...
Camchat says, isn't the new Alien show about class war involving androids? Not quite like that. It's just very...
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Would it be fair to say it very much acknowledges class inequalities and differences? Caleb says, yeah, I'm down with Neomorphs in the game, but having black goo affected aliens isn't something I'm fond of. That's just not how the Neomorphs were created. So it's lore-wise, it's not particularly accurate.
Well, they say neomorphic creatures rather than the neomorphs we actually saw in Covenant.
Damn it.
They're too similar.
Don't forget your
Yes,
turret.
and of course, Caleb, Alien vs Predator vs Terminator. That and Original Sin are the only times we actually see the expanded universe explore Ripley 8.
Man, we would be so out of ammo without recon.
Yeah,
Yep.
that reminds me, I need to come back.
I missed a question earlier from Alt Action Gaming. Anyone excited for RoboCop Rogue City? Yeah, that's by the guys that did that Terminator Resistance game, right? Which I played a little bit of, and I was pretty impressed by it. I still need to finish that. But they seem like the perfect devs to take on a RoboCop game, which I don't think there's been a RoboCop game in like eons. So yeah.
Wasn't RoboCop versus Terminator a like Sega
Yeah.
Genesis game or something?
Yeah,
like that?
and the Game Gear had it as well, I think.
Terminator RTS coming out as well, isn't
Is there?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
I think Gask is also working on a Terminator RPG.
Yes.
I have it
that's right.
upstairs.
I didn't realise you were that into Terminator.
I wanted it simply because Gaska was going to be writing all the lore stuff. So
Okay,
I thought,
fair
enough.
if it's anything like the Alien RPG, okay, I'm down.
Only other one I own is the Stargate one, which I still have not cracked open yet because I don't see the point since I've got nobody to play it with at the minute. I kept trying to find game groups online for that, but
Oh boy,
We'll
not
have to
this
play it
part.
one day.
Do you have your ammo, Chevy? At the moment?
I do. It's alright. They right in front of me.
have we got a hold at the door for this?
Probably. Because they have been triggered, I think.
Yep.
Fairbanks, the titular infiltrator from Aliens Infiltrator. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Well, you all know how I feel about Infiltrator. That one's purged from the memory.
Yeah, I did not hate it nearly as much as you. For me, it was kind of like Inferno's Fall. It was like a solid 7.
Oh god, no! Do not compare. oh.
Hey, Clara liked Infiltrator as well, so she wouldn't argue with that. Well, no, I don't know. She might like her own book a bit more.
Peterabo says, do you guys think Android is going to be a very playable class for Fireteam Elite?
That would be kind of cool.
I doubt it though, but I'd like to see some cosmetics
Skin
that
for
make
it,
us
yeah.
look, you know, like them. Because I'm still gutted we're never going to see a alpha and
Beta
beta
figure.
figures, yeah. Or we won't for a long time.
Yeah, I know there's this one like Twitter account that's like super committed to a retooled
Being
Pred
them,
Alien or something.
Oh, okay.
And they asked NECA like 3 years ago, like, are we ever gonna get a new Pred Alien? And NECA said yes. I think just recently they were like, well, that didn't age too well. But I think they were supposed to do an Ultimate Wolf, and they were planning to do the AVPR
Yeah, we were gonna,
figures.
yeah. The starter is also on Drive-Thru RPG as a pay what you want download. I assume that's for the Terminator one, Caleb. Nomad Clan says, alright, I'ma say it. I want my Xenosynthetic boy. I like the concept, but I've always liked Jerry and I've always liked Norbert. So I'm quite up for that kind of thing. Even like the Xenobog stuff, you know, I'm quite up for that. I'd happily see that incorporated into the game or one of the other ones or figure. Kalen says we still need those synth shades they said were in the game pre-release. Yeah, they said Bishop's Kenner shades were in the game.
Should we
didn't
back up
they?
the hallway here?
Yeah, can do.
I guess it's not too much of a rush in here. The box is down here.
Yeah.
Camchat says they hated Infiltrator too. Although in all fairness, I've hated none of the books like I do Colony War.
Yeah. Yeah, you called that, what, the worst... Did you say it was the worst Alien book that's been written?
Yeah. I said it was the Alien Resurrection of the...
Is the Forever Midnight of the Alien
of
series?
the novels.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's coming.
Yep, get ready. No! Why me? What?
It's running, it's running. Let me heal you since I shot you.
Sorry, I got medkits.
Chat says, I love that we got both NECA and Prime 1 doing Fireteam covered, but we didn't get anything for Hunting Grounds, like nothing. Yeah, I'm really surprised NECA didn't go to town on Hunting Grounds, to be honest. But like I have to say, to do with a lot of things to do with that game, you know, it's a shame.
It's a shame.
There was so many cool fucking Predator designs in that. NECA should have been all over it.
Oh wait, okay, wait. So we're
It
gonna.
feels like they're bored.
So we're gonna trigger the aliens in here. Should we just like one of these
Back here?
hallways? Yeah,
Yes.
maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm good.
Let's trigger
You
them.
going? Okay.
You can tell because the music changes. There we go. I think. Yeah, they're coming now.
Nomad says, I believe we're also getting a Feral Predator, though I don't think it'll be an Ultimate Edition. And Caleb says Feral will probably be the last figure they do for either Alien or Predator.
Well, they said
Yeah.
feral pre-orders would start shortly after the film's release, and we're still waiting.
Yeah.
NECA has never been very timely. It's like if they say something's coming out, give it like add 2 years to it, and maybe we'll see it.
Yeah. Sometimes it also explains WizKids' ineptitude is them being a NECA company.
So it's about to go, I think.
I just hope we get a decent company picking it up. Picking the license up.
Gonna put down a cryo.
Oh god, that's a lot of them.
It's alright, we got a lot of bullets. And a lot of badassery.
Oh, I got scared though. Ain't gonna lie.
You got a little scared. You're not the
Yeah.
ultimate badass.
Turret's going back down.
I just got twitchy.
Don't relax just yet, Marines.
Exactly.
White Baden says, I'd agree with Hicks on Colony War, I think. I actually temporarily lost my love for the series after finishing the book.
Oh, we got more coming. We got more coming.
I do think it was genuinely that bad.
Honestly, I think because that was the last proper book that I finished, I think that's the reason why I haven't given Inferno's Fall
Yeah,
a fair
Jeez.
crack.
there you go. Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean,
That book is
Lee
just
from
offensive to you, Brits.
Lee from Xenopedia basically said the same thing. You know, it put him off reading any more books for a time. Peter Rabo says, was Infiltrator really that bad? It was a while since I read it. It was like, it wasn't as bad as Colony War. Colony War is genuinely terrible. Genuinely offensively bad. Colony War, Infiltrator, oh my god, sorry, was just meh. That's the best way to describe it. It was just meh.
Painfully average.
Not even average. Thankfully, the Alien books are generally good and solid. You know, that's the average for Alien and Predator.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes it's just because of my main reason for disliking that book is just my hatred of Honecker in it. Which to be
Just
fair,
because he
to be
looks
fair,
down the barrel of a gun, which
Yeah.
was very stupid.
idiot.
But
he was an absolute idiot in that book. I do wonder if they genuinely tried to make him unlikable.
Oh, this isn't good.
What are you doing down there?
I don't want to be down here.
we'll get back
Over
here.
I would do it, as you know.
We're
The
shooting at
mean
the
guy.
ceiling.
Aliens. It's the reason why I wasn't going back there.
Nomad Clan says, I think I remember what happened to why NECA abandoned their partnership with Alpha. Did they have a partnership? And it was because of a
Oh.
whistleblower that showed early photos of an in-game alpha
Ooh.
predator.
Behind.
No, that-
I don't know.
That was,
Nomad says, I don't think NECA likes it when people shows
Ah.
off their products that aren't ready to be released. It's just a theory, though. Yeah, I mean, I know Randy on Twitter has shown off like prototypes and sculpts of the figures in progress. So I'm not sure about that, but I don't know if there was ever a plan for NECA to make figures. I know they, like, Ilphonic
the
approached
alpha.
NECA about putting the alpha in the game, but I don't know if that went the other way around, you know?
Yeah, the alpha was very much NECA's figure.
Well, they could have maybe planned to do game figures, but then the lawsuit, and then they were just like, well, we're moving on at this point. Oh, we got some aliens behind us. Shit. Quite a few.
These damn bursters.
Woo!
We got this. We got state of the badass art.
We almost outside?
Um,
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Sarah says, is it any of the big anniversaries this year? Last year was a bit disappointing for Alien Day.
Yeah.
So the anniversaries this year, I think, are the games more than anything.
Last year had a bunch of movie anniversaries. It was Alien 3, Resurrection, AVPR, what
Prometheus.
else? Prometheus, that's right. When's Covenant's anniversary? That was 2017, so will that be 5 years?
Yes.
No, because it's 2023, so that was last year,
4
too.
years. Yeah. That was 5-year anniversary, yeah.
Yeah, so last year was Covenant's 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a whole
So
bunch of
really-
anniversaries last year, but not too many films this year. But which games?
So we've got Extinction for sure.
Okay.
I think that's 20-year anniversary. I want to do something for that, but I haven't had a chance to try and track down any developers yet.
Good stop. You take the medkit and use it, and you two hit. You're kind of healthy. to be
I'm
fair.
okay. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
okay.
you're okay.
Should we run back here once they're triggered, or should we try and stay by the gate, or what do you
I
think?
think we normally run back here.
It's
Don't we?
here. Yeah, it's here.
Okay.
Let's just destroy some of these so we don't get.
All right.
Nomad says,
Yeah,
do you
try
think
and
the
trigger
reason
'em.
why people don't want to touch the Predator
triggered.
franchise is because of the lawsuit?
I
Yeah,
think
I
that's
thought-
mostly resolved, at least in the interim. It probably was the case for a bit, but every piece of reporting I've seen now seems to say that it's been resolved, at least for now.
I think following praise generally, well, yeah, not generally.
I'm gonna
it
put down a
was,
cryo.
It was well received, you know. Following that reception, I'd think it'd be more appealing to a lot of people now. We are joined, I believe, for the first time on the stream by Mr. SM.
Ooh,
the,
shit. Been a while since I've
Alien
seen you.
Universe. Yeah, as the Alien Universe page. Who
Welcome,
says,
welcome.
having read an early treatment of Infiltrator, which was average, the final product turned out pretty good. Still had a lot of issues and started things that I'm not sure the games has concluded.
I see. I'm more with you, SM. I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty decent. Aaron liked it much less than I did.
I truly hated Honecker in the book, and it half did, well, not even half did. It just sort of touched on things that I thought were very deserving of a lot more attention and being the subject of like their own novels or their own comics or whatever. But it was mostly the characters that really just dragged it down for me, like the lack of concern over there being a
You guys should stay
deadly
there.
mutated,
I'm gonna try and get the
a
controls.
deadly mutated creature running around the station, and everybody's just like, it's fine, we'll just crack on. Nobody seemed to give a shit. Everybody just felt
Yeah.
like absolute dumbasses in
There
that.
is equipment up here though, so you should grab it before you run across the bridge, but maybe not quite yet. I'm gonna grab it now.
Well, we're not gonna get time to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, mate.
What the?
Okay.
I'm nearly dead, Aaron. I may need you to stick me.
Okay. Didn't you take the
No, I haven't had a medkit.
Okay, I'm using it. Dig up.
Thank you. No, I just made a stupid mistake there and just got hit 3 or 4 times. We're probably gonna have to cheese it down here, you know, when this countdown happens.
Well, we just run across the bridge and let some of the dropship do the work, you know, once the gate opens.
We just
Yeah, we
have
gotta
to
get
cheese.
there though.
We just have to cheese the end of this bit on
On the
catch
bridge,
Adam.
yeah, you stay on the bridge and
Yeah,
follow
at
them all
the
in a
end.
choke point.
Yeah.
How many cryos we got? I got one.
I think I've got
2.
3. Yeah, I've got 3 cryos, 5 pop-ups, 1 drone, and 3 turrets.
All right, bridges.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's run. Just get past
Damn
them.
it, Hicks.
Did you shoot me?
I did. I'm electrocuting the aliens. Run.
Ah, pee off. I hope there's some health up here, because I'm going to need one.
No. I don't think. Oh no, there is.
Watch for stragglers.
Careful,
I think there
the
is on the
missiles
left.
don't get you. Yeah. No.
There's no health.
I'm going to have to hang
Cryo's
back a
going on the
little bit on
bridge.
this bit.
Okay, everything we got now, guys.
Behind us.
Oh shit.
He's down. Hang on. Oh no, it was just knocked down. There we go. So SM says, has the hunting lodge from the book turned up in the game yet? I've not played any
No.
of the expansions.
I really
No.
hope that's the next one. I hope Poly Station is the next one.
But it's a perfect opportunity for them to do the alien aesthetic as well.
Yeah.
Aliens, sorry, the Hadley's Hope aesthetic. But, I mean, the end of the game set up like more human conflict.
We're back of it.
I'm sorry, just dropping another cryo there. I've still got 1. I'll keep that in reserve.
Yeah, I've got 1 as well.
Ah.
I've got 1 set up behind us as well.
Yeah, good shout. Adam,
Move
come
back,
back,
Brazil.
come back,
I'm
come
coming.
back.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
You were quite interested in the hunting lodge showing up, weren't you? Anyway, Adam.
Yeah. No.
Or was it more Palace Station? You were
Well,
interested
both, but if they do Poly Station, I would love to visit the hunting lodge, just because that's such a cool concept, you know, like a planetary hunting lodge. I mean,
in? I mean, it was so prominently mentioned in the book, and it didn't really.
Yeah.
Nothing really came of it.
Orient and engage.
I'll wait for it to get closer, and then I'll turn on the overcharge.
oh man,
Okay, I'll do it now.
woo!
Nice.
Target bursters right side. Another big crunchy one.
Nomad says, who'd win in a fight? An alien hive or a necromorph infestation? I'm gonna have to leave that one up to you, Adam.
Well, you should play Dead Space, and then you can. Give
I'm
some
going
input.
to. I don't have the goddamn time.
I don't know. Both are pretty freaky, but Necromorph Infestation, you have the added problem of, well, other things that you will find out about Aaron beyond just the infestation itself. So,
Oh shit. Oh, nice. Was the animes any good for that?
they were pretty decent. I think the first one was better than the second one. I know there were some graphic novels too, and there were a couple books. They were trying to get it
When's there a
launched.
Praetorian?
I guess since now, on this difficulty. I'm gonna put down my turret, so don't shoot me.
Yeah, I'm dropping
I have
down
a
my
cryo.
last one. Assessment drone up. Chris, can you pop down?
I have.
Okay. Come on, come on. Barely even touched it.
Oh, it's
Where's
starting.
your thing?
We're eating into
Where's
it
your
now.
recharge, man?
Nice.
Ah, there we go.
All signals left.
Woo! First try.
Wyatt Baden says the comics seem somewhat easy to get. I assume that's Dead Space comics. Nomad Clad says it was pretty gruesome.
I haven't looked in a while if the graphic novels and books are still easy to get. But yeah, they were trying to get that launched as a franchise, but I think, Dead Space 3 just kind of killed it. But I'm very glad that it's back, and I hope they continue to expand upon it, because it is a really cool sci-fi horror franchise.
Well, they did some motion comics for it as well, from the sounds of it. Halo did a bunch of motion comics, but I've never seen them on YouTube. They used to be on like their Waypoint thing. They did a very Aliens-esque motion comic of one of the short stories about the Flood that used to be very good. The Mona Lisa, I think it was called. There we are. We did it. We made it through one.
You did?
Now we have the real test with the synthetics.
Yeah, I'm right on the bottom of friendly fire for these
nice.
stats.
This time.
So
I shot the hell out of Hicks.
Caleb says you can relax now, Marines. I tried to find a clean version of that audio, and I could never find one.
Of Don't Relax Just Yet, Marines. There must be someone who can mine that from the files of AVP 2010. I don't know. I know they had like an audio pack of isolation that had every single sound in the game.
Yeah, you can get AVP 2's Colonial Marines and Isolations audio out. I've got all those. I need to go and get some. Oh no, we'll be wanting thingy turrets this time round, won't we?
Nomad Clan says, did you hear the person who made the things seems interested in making a live-action Dead Space? Yeah, that would be John Carpenter. Yeah, he's a fan of the Dead Space games, and I would love him to make a Dead Space movie. I can think of nobody more perfect.
But didn't he end up sort of saying that somebody else was working on one, or hinting that somebody else was?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought he said he would be interested.
He said he would be interested in it, but then he was asked about it, and apparently sort of like dropped hints that they didn't talk to somebody else about it. Right, so do we want mines for this one?
We might want electroshock turrets for the or maybe static grids. Maybe like one of us has static grids, one of us has cryo grids, and we can use the statics for the droids. I don't know.
It all just sort of comes together towards the end, doesn't it? It's both of them at the end. I've still got a bunch of cryo grids, so I can leave that. Oh, I've got a fuck ton of static grids, to be fair.
You guys think I should stick with my incinerator turret or switch it to an electroshock turret? Let's see. Do they have that? Yeah, particle turret. Okay. Is that one of the newer ones they added?
I don't remember the particle turret being very good.
Oh, that was the heavy turret. I thought wasn't good.
No, it was definitely the particle turret wasn't very good. I'd stick with flame if I were you.
Okay. Well, I'm wondering if I should change my Frontier revolver to the laser pistol, because I know the laser pistol is good for headshotting those synths. Well, I don't know. Frontier revolver has more damage.
Yeah, I'd stick with the revolver. I'd stick with the setups that we've got.
Okay.
I can't remember how we did this.
We did it.
Well, the energy flechette is very good for close range, but it's not super good for distance. I'm wondering if I should change to the plasma discharger, the plasma shoddy, or maybe I guess it's all going to be close range with technician, isn't it? Well, the plasma discharger, you can kind of do long range shots with it. Yeah, I'll stick with my flechette. I'll just have to try and get in close. Yeah, let's do our current setups. I just think one of us should have electro turrets and
Well, I put electro turrets on.
And shock grids.
I can do both of those. I'll take the shot, the static grids, and the electroshock sentries.
White Abaddon says, I'm excited to finally play the Severed DLC for 2 and Ignition. I'm curious about. Sadly, I'll never be able to play the mobile game. Yeah, I remember the mobile game. I had that on iPad. I remember that being good. Ignition, I don't remember that being very good. I think it was more or less like a motion comic thing, but not as good as the actual motion comics. Like an interactive motion comic.
Do we have the double armor thing?
We have the double health thing. I think I have one more human tanks.
Okay.
But Severed was good. The story DLC for Dead Space 2. I wonder if they will do any DLC for the remake. I know they are for Callisto Protocol. So it'd be interesting because the first game never got DLC beyond just some extra suits, I think.
And chat says, wait for real, Carpenter is or was interested in doing Dead Space. Yes.
White Abaddon says, laser pistol plus phalanx shield damage boost is brilliant against synths. Well, if we fail this time around, maybe I'll try that.
Don't forget the card.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. Human tanks, where are you?
I have one.
Okay. But I really liked the prequel Dead Space game, the on rails light gun shooter Extraction. I had that one on PS3 with the PlayStation Move, and that was a lot of fun.
I didn't even know there was a light gun game for Dead Space. Wow.
White Abaddon says, strange thing about Severed, it's only available on the console version of DS2, not PC. I hope at least DS2 remake happened. We'd get Gabe's patrol suit in the game somehow. Yeah, I've been playing Dead Space 2 again on Xbox backwards compatibility because I think they did the frame boost on that one. So the Series S and X has a really good backwards compatibility for that game. And Dead Space 2 really holds up. But I would love a remake of Dead Space 2 since that one's my fave.
Special Order says, I've never played Dead Space. Should I be ashamed of myself? No, because I have likewise not... Well, I've played like the first 40 minutes of it.
You should be ashamed, but don't worry about it and just play the remake. Well, actually, I still think you should play both because there's enough differences between them that... I mean, it's a very faithful remake, but there are some changes, and I think both are great, you know, even though it is a very similar experience, yeah.
You know
okay,
what
maybe we should back up. Maybe we should back up. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can...
You know what remake I need to catch in on?
What?
That fan-made AVPI for the Jag project that somebody was doing. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, we should see how that's coming along. For sure.
We got the co-op working, didn't we, for that in the end?
Did
Me and Chris did, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, we got it working.
Let's back up.
I think we had to mess. I think we had to mess about opening some ports, didn't we? That was all that was.
I don't know what we did. I'm honest.
I just got Dead Space on PC as well because they just released a photo mode hack for it. It should have an official one like Callisto Protocol does, so that's unfortunate. But thankfully, the modders beyond that one, specifically, I don't remember his name on the top of my head, but he does a lot of like photo mode injectables for games. That's how I took a lot of the photos in this game in Fireteam Elite.
How does that work then? Does that stop the?
You can freeze.
Technically, you're so you can freeze the game.
Yeah, and you can turn on God mode and everything. Yeah.
Ah, right.
Cheats.
That's one way of beating insane.
But not the way we're gonna do. No, so no one heard that because we don't want them to get rid of the only way of taking photos in this game.
Back up the bus.
Yeah, back it up.
Everybody sounds like they're having a bit of a Dead Space nostalgia fest in the comments at the minute.
You will know why when you play it.
One of the best horror games ever played.
Have you played the new one yet, Chris, or no?
No, me and Rhea are doing Callisto Protocol first.
Oh, cool.
Boo.
It was
Yeah,
decent. Like Callisto Protocol, I'd give like a 7. The second half got way more frustrating, but I still want to play through New Game Plus now that they've had some tweaks and patches and the combat's been smoothed out a bit more. Like I think I could bump it up to an 8. Like I really enjoyed it, but it's not Dead Space tier, unfortunately.
For me, it's just not scary.
No, it's just a frustrating piece of shit.
Well, I think you will enjoy
Like,
Dead
it
Space
should
more.
be
Aaron.
scary. The atmosphere's all there.
Yes.
The environment's all there. But it's... I'm just not frightened of it. I can't explain why.
Boxes here.
At any time that anything happens, it's like it feels cheap. Whereas the scares in Dead Space, it's like I remember those stalkers from Dead Space 2.
Oh
Holy
yeah,
hell.
the raptor necromorphs. Yeah, those were the best.
Yeah.
I mean, proud on me. Thank you.
Where they'd like peek out at you and look at you, and then when you looked at them and aimed at them, they'd like pop their head back in. It's like so good.
Dead Space or Isolation?
That's a tough one because both are so good. I don't think I could choose.
Very different games though as well.
Yeah. But hopefully with Dead Space being successful, you know, we'll get another survival horror alien game. I know Tom Henderson, he leaked that there were some in the works. And another game I've been playing, Rumbleverse, he was like, this game is going to be shutting down tomorrow. And I was like, is it though? I thought it was popular, but sure enough, it did. And so after my disappointment that was going away, my second thought was, maybe there's something to his leaks about the alien games now. I mean, I know Servios is already working on a VR-enabled horror one, so we'll see.
I cannot wait to learn more about that. How much do I go on to you, Chris, about how much Alien needs something built from the ground up
Proper
for
VR.
VR? Yeah.
Yep.
So, it's something I'm really excited to see more of.
White Abaddon says, if you're taking pictures of Dead Space Ridge, you could possibly snag some of the USM Valor's exterior. I am curious on the... Oh, shit. Yeah, that would be tricky. I don't want to talk about that too much since Aaron has yet to play it, but...
Yes, no spoilers. I will play it, I promise. Right, do you remember where we did this bit? Was it at the door?
What else amazes me as well about Dead Space is that Ishimura. I mean, the Alien has always been described as like the Nostromo is very much a character.
It's the
in
best
the film.
dark spaceship horror
And-
character.
yeah,
Like,
and
it's
the
up there with
Ishimura
Event
is
Horizon and the
exactly
Nostromo.
That. Yeah, the Ishimura is very much a character. So good. I can't wait to play the remake.
A
We're gonna
lot
run
of,
back here, right?
Well, I think
yeah,
the-
it seems like the most sensible choice is this hallway. If the
Yeah.
door... Yeah, okay. So see if you can hit it. We'll stay back here. But a lot of horror remakes this year. You got the Silent Hill 2 remake, which I'm very glad that franchise is coming back. And
It's great here, by the way. If
I'll run up real quick, and then maybe I'll come back, and then you can hit it, Chevy. And then Resident Evil 4 in March. I'll be playing that one next.
Oh, it's already prompting us to move on. What?
What?
What? No, do we go up to the door first, and then it makes us hit the thing?
No, we're supposed to go to the middle.
They patched this, so we can't do this.
Oh, this is bugged out. Because now it wants.
Oh,
us
no,
to go
no, no,
past
no,
the-
no. There we go. Now
Okay.
it says prepare for battle.
Did you
I
come
moved
in,
in
Chris?
and then moved
Okay.
back in the hallway.
Sneak.
So
Sneaky, sneaky. Okay.
Start running.
Let me get back there, Chevy, and then you can grab the box.
well, I just got the box on the way up.
Okay.
So-
I'm hitting the button. And I'm running.
Accessing data. Casual light.
Casual night.
I do like Esther in this game.
Me too.
Perturbo
White
87.
Abundance is
Oh.
an alien game with the gameplay of Dead Space would be S tier.
Oh, dude, yes.
Man.
That's what they need is Aliens Isolation, like a first-person alien game where the aliens are killable, but it's very difficult to kill, and it's like a really dark tone. Like if you did like that fan game, Hope for the Future, if you did that, but like AAA, that would be awesome.
I haven't seen anything from that for a little while. Wonder how he's getting on with that. Camshat says, what did you think about Avatar The Airbender 2 The Shape of Water? I feel like Camshat maybe doesn't like the film from...
I loved it.
I had so much fun with Avatar 2. I even rewatched the first one before we went to see it. And I remember being pretty down on the first one. But I kind of think it was that pretentious 20s trying to hate everything that was being loved kind of thing. And me and the missus had so much fun watching both of them.
I always liked the original, but the second one was definitely more interesting, I thought. And I'm ready for the sequels. It's a really cool sci-fi universe that Cameron's created, and the Disney World land they did is super cool as well. So
I plan on trying to grab the comics as well and to dive into the expanded universe of that one a bit more.
Yeah, I started one of them. And I know there's one based on the original screenplay for Avatar 2 that has started releasing. The Ubisoft game I'm pretty excited for, the Frontiers of Pandora.
Yeah, I'll grab that.
Because I think every like Ubisoft game has a photo mode, so I'll be taking pictures of that. Hey, I want to see the 5-hour director's cut. I'm all for it.
Camshot's saying it's too long at 3 hours. I didn't even notice the 3 hours go by.
Give
That's
me
the
an
thing for
intermission.
me. And I generally find I have a bit of a shorter attention span these days, and I really didn't notice it fly by. So Avatar: The High Ground, based on the original script from the second film. There's a collected version coming out early this year.
Warrior be coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to message my comic book guy actually and ask him to grab me any Avatar stuff coming.
Gonna put a crowd out. Boop.
Can you hit Gunner, Aaron?
I already did it. We were just doing it.
Oh, okay, good.
I do my job. I think that's that for that bit, isn't it?
I think so.
Charlie
I feel like
Hutchins asks, when do you think we'll hear more about Servio's Aliens game? As we were supposed to hear more about that last July at San Diego Comic-Con, but nothing else has really come out about it. Yeah, I was there at the panel that was supposed to be at, but I guess the guy got COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been radio silence on that one. Hopefully Alien Day, that's what I always say. If not, then there's typically game announcements in June around E3 and Summer Games Fest and all that. So I would say if not April, hopefully June. Yeah.
Come on, Dark Descent.
Yeah, I'm so intrigued by the premise of Dark Descent as well. The gameplay premise, should we say.
Yeah, definitely. That's the only one that's for sure scheduled to come out this year, I believe. So I don't know if Servio said 2023. I don't think they've specified. I know Dark Descent is the one that has the release date. But I'm very enthusiastic about Focus Entertainment as the new publisher for Alien. I think they'll, just like with Warhammer, I think they'll make good use of it, you know.
Ridgetop, use your health kit and pick that one up. You might as well. You got the least health.
Yeah.
It'd be stupid to waste it. Not like
That's
you can
true,
come back
yeah.
and fetch it.
The only part I'm worried about on this level is the last bit with all the synths and aliens, because that gets a little crazy.
We can deal with aliens, I think, for the most part.
White Band says, also I'm placing my bet that Zula is the player character in the Servios game.
That would be interesting. They've certainly Had her as a
They did-
character quite a bit.
Didn't they mention it being a legacy character in some of the press stuff?
Did they? I can't remember that.
Yeah.
Why did that hit me? Damn.
I want to see more of Ship. Is what I'm
Yep.
more interested in.
Same.
You know,
Yeah.
but we got
She's
we
in
really
this
got
game,
screwed
just
up.
standing
I
around.
know, just standing around. It's like, come on, give me more. I was hoping we'd hear more of her in the DLC. But alas, it was not.
Some coming from behind.
Behind us.
2 prowlers.
Oh,
Sorry. I was putting down a turret. What happened to Viola? That's right. I want to know what happened to Viola. I mean, she's briefly mentioned in one of the people you talk to in this game, what they say, but I want to know how she took care of her sister.
Charlie says, "Do you think the new film franchise encyclopedia will be any good?"
Yeah, that's been delayed a
Well-
little bit too, hasn't it?
I can't remember.
I thought it
But
was supposed to come out earlier this year.
Considering Johnny, the guy who wrote Strange Shapes blog, was involved in it, I'm fairly confident
back.
in the encyclopedia, and I believe Clara worked on it as well. So I'm curious to see what they've done.
We're just cheesing this.
Well, that's how you play these difficulties.
No, she took it.
He's just kind of floating above that there.
Camchat says Alien Echo is literally the best Alien book they've ever read.
It's up there for me. It's one of my favorites.
It's up there, but I wouldn't call it the best. It's not in my top 5 at all. But it's definitely one of the better ones.
It might be in my top 5. Like I really
Really?
liked it.
But then again, have you read all the Bantams? I can't remember if you've gone through them.
No, not all of them. I've read some of them.
Two of my top 5 are the Bantam books. Aliens, Berserker, and Music of the Spears.
Okay, is that door gonna close? It says gather at the door. But then I think maybe we should come back and hold there.
Yeah.
I think we hold down at the very bottom. Do you remember?
Yeah, okay, we can try it if you want.
At the bottom of the stairs, I think we normally try to hold.
They do have these
Yeah.
side holes that they come in, though. You sure? You sure you don't want to go back?
Well, get your turret out and then...
Oh my god, you nutter! Get back here!
I'm back. I'm back. Woo!
Wow. Annihilated.
Fate of the Badass Art. We've been through this.
My turret's down. I'm gonna put it back.
Don't put it up there. God, you're so risky.
It's down again.
We do a drone at this point as well.
Usually,
It was
but we
the
had a
old one.
warrior, so I don't know if the warrior replaced it or what.
Did we? Thought it was a...
Alright, I'm gonna run out here and put another turret down. Don't shoot me. Unless we have to move on.
those are-
Are we good? Okay.
Okay. That was...
Press
Whew.
You have to put this on insane, right?
Special Order says Steel Eggs, Hicks. I never said Steel Egg was a good alien novel. That is also down there at the bottom. I was, you know what? I was really disappointed by that one because
Yeah, it's on the same.
I was I was really intrigued by the premise, and then
Keep
John
going.
Shirley let me down again. Though to be fair to John Shirley, he did a very good short in If It Bleeds. I think he did Tin Warrior in that one. That was quite good.
Chevy, you got some ammo.
Yeah, popping it now.
Thank you.
Special Order says Echo did use chitin as a description quite a lot. Well, I mean, it's quite an apt one.
Isn't that chitin?
Oh, yes, whatever. We had this discussion before.
I only know that because of the audio box. Oh, I got the androids. Oh boy, I just hope they don't have laser aim.
They always have laser aim.
Camchat says, I'm incredibly bummed out that Predator movie in Obsession doesn't have an audiobook. I would have loved to get to listen to it while working. Yeah, I mean, it's an unofficial and an analytical look that I don't think they tend to get that level of love and treatment. That's not one I've heard people really talk about, actually. I mean, I know we both enjoyed it reasonably well, didn't we?
Which one again?
Ander Munson's.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting.
It was definitely. Definitely a fun read. That's special. I was being sarcastic. Okay, I was just making sure I didn't say anything. Because I can never have it claimed that I said that was a good book.
We
Charlie
didn't,
says,
we
I
didn't
really
review it.
I've reviewed it for the website.
Oh, you did?
In the past. Yeah.
The
I
Ander
did,
Monson
I
one?
did order. No, not that one. No, he's talking about Steel Egg.
Oh.
Charlie says, I really hope the new Alien film will be back to basics for the franchise, similar to how Prey was a basic story but tried something new at the same time, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, I imagine it'll be something along that same sort of vein.
I'm hoping that too. Yeah, for sure. Oh boy.
Well,
No,
we just let them.
let them
eat each
fight.
other up.
Yeah, let them
We
go.
can get back in the
They're
hallway
coming.
too if we
They're
need to.
fucking this
Yeah,
way.
Get back in the hallway. Get back in the hallway.
Okay, I guess
I
we
wasn't
don't let
meaning
them
to quote
fight.
Jurassic Park, but it's kind of what happened.
Jurassic Park's got a big anniversary this year, the 30th, so that should have some good stuff.
What happened then? What happened to the synths?
They're still fighting
down
over there, yeah.
Yeah, they're still down there. I really can't wait to see more about Fede's thing. I really can't, because I very much enjoyed Don't Breathe, and the Evil Dead thing is intense as hell.
I need to see his dragon tattoo movie. What he did.
Which one did he do?
That girl in the spider's web, based on the 4th book.
I only ever watched the first two of
The Fincher one's
Hungarian?
my favorite. Yeah, the one with Numi.
Yeah, I watched the first two of those, and I quite enjoyed him.
I think it's Swedish, not Hungarian.
Swedish.
The new Alien film's shooting in Hungary, in Budapest.
Yeah, Budapest.
Sizzy Bubbles, welcome to the stream. Appreciated your swarming this way comment, Chris.
Right?
Sizzy Bubbles appreciated your Jurassic Park comment. Swarming this way.
Well, I'm glad you appreciated it, but it was very apt for my view.
Caleb says, I hope Alien is intense without being a gore fest like it seems his Evil Dead is. I didn't think his Evil Dead was overly gory. There's just one particular moment that made me walk out the cinema for a breather.
The tongue part?
No, it was somebody holds their hand up to defend a blow and basically
and the
gets their
bread
fingers
cutter?
split.
Oh, that was great. See, if anything, it wasn't gory enough for me because I'm a degenerate, so I need to watch the director's cut.
I didn't think that was gory, more shocking. I
Cringe,
guess.
yeah, cringe-inducing.
But yeah, I had to go outside and have a breather at that point. And Special Order says, would you guys want to have Marines in the next movie? Is it time to hear the true pulse rifle sound effects again?
Oh yeah, I mean, with how popular
Yes.
Aliens has been with pop culture, it's nuts they haven't had the Colonial Marines back in a movie or the series or a series. Well, they haven't had any series, but
Yeah. I'd happily see them back in the live action again. It's kind of a shame we didn't get any Aliens anniversary shorts like
like
you know, we
with the
did with
first
Alien.
movie. Yeah, I was really
Yeah,
hoping they would do that.
because that would be a good opportunity to do some Colonial Marine stuff again.
Oh shit! This one's
Let them premiere, I guess.
Charlie
Get my
says, what are our guys' favourite movies?
Well, should we not go with the obvious non-alien
Well, I
or
mean-
predator choices?
The obvious is obviously in there. But my other
Starship
favourite...
Troopers would be one for me.
Yeah, my
Really?
other favourite would be Starship Troopers is on there. Groundhog Day is on there. Stargate. There's an anime that I absolutely fucking love called Your Name. That's on there.
I need to watch that one. I have it.
Wrath of Khan. Star Trek. I very much enjoyed The Thing. And Event Horizon as well.
Event Horizon is one of your favorite movies of all time.
I think he'd be up there.
Yeah, I didn't know you liked it that much. I mean, I like it. It's good. It's a really cool sci-fi horror movie. Pitch Black was a really
Top
good
Gun.
sci-fi horror movie.
Yeah, Pitch
Top Gun's
Black was
up there.
good.
The original Top Gun was and its sequel
Oh.
were both awesome. You know, for me, I like some weird art house movie stuff too. Like there's one called Enter the Void, which is probably one of my favorite movies. I like the original Blade Runner, the final cut. I didn't really appreciate it the first few times I saw it, but over time it became like probably one of my favorite movies, and its sequel with that as well. Dune I thought was good. I'm curious to see how part 2 shows. I don't know.
Can we run back in
Dune's up
here for
there.
this?
Yeah, we can try and trigger it.
I'll try and stay here. Hicks, careful, they are going to spawn here, by the way.
Okay, they're coming.
Oh, Charlie's calling Interstellar out as one of his favourites. I didn't get on with that.
Yeah, I mean it was really interesting. It was visually stunning, but I don't think it was Nolan's best work, honestly. I really liked The Prestige as far as Nolan films go. I hear 1917 is good. I still need to see that one. And Oppenheimer looks good.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Oppenheimer. Now, with Interstellar, I didn't get on with the love angle of it.
I like the Jurassic Park movies though, like Lost World and Jurassic Park. Those are some of my favorite films. Back to the Future films are great. Maybe Terminator 2 is probably up there.
Got a bit of nostalgia for the original Resident Evil film.
Oh, the original Resident Evil film was way
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but-
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an objectively good film.
No, but it's
No.
one of Anderson's better movies. Like the sequels got more and more silly, but the first movie was
Shredder.
actually fairly decent. It's too bad though.
Rammstein kicks in, proper slaps.
Peterbo says, was Pitch Black not an Alien 3 script that was canned? Not really. I mean, David Towie did write one of the scripts for Alien 3, but there's very little of that script in Pitch Black. You know, it was about convicts. That's about as similar as I think it gets.
Jet Lag Evs, that's not a guilty pleasure. That's just a good movie. The first Silent Hill movie. Christopher Gans did a good job on that. I'm glad he's apparently coming back to do an adaptation of Silent Hill 2.
Pullback, I think.
Yes.
But Silent Hill Revelations was not a good movie. That one
Which
was
one
pretty
was
bad.
the one with Jodie What's-her-face in, the kid?
That was the original.
That was the first one.
Yeah,
okay.
that one was pretty good. The sequel was not great at all.
I am struggling hitting that thing.
The
Yeah.
sniper.
but I need ammo, so.
Ah, I got the warden. I never did watch all of Silent Hill, I'll be honest.
Yeah, the only games I've played are, well, I finished, the only games I've beaten are 1 and 3. And I liked both of those. I need to finish 2. I've played 2, I've played 4, I've played Downpour and Homecoming. And of course PT if you count that, but I'm glad that franchise is making a comeback. You know, it's about time Konami gets back into games a little bit.
Oh my god!
Sorry, I was going to deal with the sniper.
Highlander, I've actually never seen any of the Highlander films. I should give that a chance
I haven't
sometime.
either. Is that Sarah mentioning? Yeah, of course it is. We were talking about this on Twitter recently. I've never seen the Highlander films either, but other than knowing the there can only be one
Yeah,
bit.
because that's been referenced in like Robot Chicken a bit, right? Didn't you watch that too?
I've watched a good chunk of Robot Chicken, yeah. I do want to watch it though, because I know it's a bit of a cult classic as well.
I wonder if we can keep this door open.
I had a
Charlie,
medkit.
Charlie says, "Are you guys
and
watching
cheese.
the Last of Us show?" You are, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Episode 4 comes out tonight. It's really good. Definitely.
I see it's been getting quite a lot of acclaim.
Yeah, it's the most critically acclaimed live-action video game adaptation ever. So I'm hoping that makes studios be like, oh, maybe we should actually put in some effort into making this stuff good.
It's funny, I saw a meme where it was like Detective Pikachu, Sonic, and The Last of Us as being like the peak video game adaptations.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the Sonic films or Detective Pikachu.
I really enjoyed Detective Pikachu. Sonic doesn't appeal to me at all.
This isn't good. We're in a crossfire.
You guys should get back here a little bit.
Yeah, I get
Let
back.
them come down here.
Sarah says Last of Us is great so far. I'm not a gamer, so I can't compare, but I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the show too.
It's on Sky over here, isn't it? I don't have Sky, so I can't. I haven't watched it. But I think that's one I'll grab on DVD when it comes out. Caleb says it kind of helps that the game is basically already a movie or TV series to begin with, unlike a lot of games that have been adapted before.
They still have to make some changes just because of the format, but the changes are smart, and the most important thing is it honors its source material.
Yep.
It doesn't have the mindset like some of the Resident Evil sequels did, where it's like, oh well, everyone knows what's going to happen, so it would be boring. It's like, no, they don't know exactly what's going to happen, and there's a ton of people that haven't played a game, so the people who have played the game are going to really enjoy seeing what they played adapted in live action. The people who haven't played it will be completely new to them. So it's frustrating when you get video game movies that really deviate from source material and just kind of make a mockery out of it.
Flanking again.
I really did not like the Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, and I had high hopes for that one. I thought that was just awful. Maybe I need to give it another chance, but I just remember it being so bad.
No, you gave it a fair chance.
Did you see that one?
I
Yeah.
watched a few episodes and it was enough. You gave it a fair chance.
Was Welcome to Raccoon City? No, it was a movie.
Yep.
Came out last.
Oh,
Oh,
it was a
you're
movie.
thinking of the
Sorry, I was
Netflix
talking about
series.
TV
Yeah,
series.
the Netflix
Yeah.
series was even worse. Yeah, the Netflix. I had forgotten about that entirely. But yeah, I watched all those, and that was spat on the source material even harder. That was a really terrible Resident Evil thing. Yeah, like you just mentioned, that was one of the things they changed, the tendrils from the spores in the game, because they didn't want people just wearing gas masks a lot of the time in the show.
I mean, that's fair.
I think during the last fight it'd be a good idea to go down there.
Back to the beginning. Yeah, I agree. The door's closed now. Can we reopen it? Let's
Yeah.
see.
No, you probably can't reopen it, but
Just
it's
funneling them
one
down the stairs.
staircase.
Yeah, we could just
Oh.
fortify this area.
They're coming from the right hand side, Aaron. You might want
Ah.
to move back.
Ah! Right into a grenade.
Let's move. Let's move back.
Yeah,
Go
get
back.
back.
Go.
Oh, I hope there's some health up there.
There's nothing. Well, there might be up there. There's
Yeah.
certainly nothing down here.
Nah, I mean up there.
There is usually health back there and supplies, because we have to activate something to start the final
Yes.
sequence.
Come on, I know you bad
Drone
guys
going
are up
out.
there.
We're gonna electrocute this guy.
Nice.
Yep.
Bag the sniper.
The pilot helmet I got says Xenos ain't got Sams. But why would you? I mean, are you shooting flying Xenos or what?
Dear. Did it help Pharaoh though? Did it?
Yeah.
Would it be
It's alright, they'll
air
bring
to
the
surface
Flying
missiles?
Queen. They'll bring the Flying Queen into it and she'll carry like acid pods.
Perturbo84 says, do any of you remember the Super Mario Brothers movie from the 90s? Yeah, I remember that one. That's kind of become a cult classic. I'm curious to see how they do the new one. I'm not the biggest fan of Illumination, but I mean, I'm not a fan of Illumination, but I know you
Don't
like the
Despicable
Minions.
Me?
but
Yeah, I love the Minion films.
I honestly
that's
haven't
one of
seen
those-
any of the Despicable Me movies all the way through. It just
That was one
looks-
of those ones where I brought the DVD for my missus at the time, just because she was
boy,
interested,
Not good.
and then ended up just absolutely having so much fun with it.
Aliens
Oh,
are
crap,
coming after
sorry.
me down here. How you guys doing up there? How you doing?
All right.
What's up?
Hicks, there's another med kit.
Yeah,
you might as well,
there is. Okay,
might as
yeah.
well take it.
Did we trigger the thing?
Wait,
No.
don't trigger the thing before we know
Oh, we
where
can't.
we're
It's not
gonna make our
asking.
stand.
We're gonna have to defend against a wave of the aliens first.
I need to heal up.
Rodriguez, the synths put a lockdown on the door to you.
Okay. Oh, there's another one here.
Standard security
Is there another health kit?
further
No, another crate. Sorry. Alright. So we're going down the bottom, yeah?
So we could either do that. I've heard this spot back here can
Esther Hackett.
maybe work. I don't know. Let's see.
I've seen them come out down there, though.
Yeah, you're right. There is a side hole thing there.
You guys both want to heal, by the way. You might as well just use them. 'Cause you're not going to get to full health, even at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's put down some turrets here.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll make my bombing run. Somewhere.
Oh, it says, do you fight the queen at all? Yeah, White Abaddon says correctly, you fight the pathogen queen at the end of the new story campaign. Sarah says, the music in this scene is weird. Sounds like some drunken people playing panpipes. Sarah, how very dare you?
All right. Let's
You
do this.
besmirch.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Trigger it. And
Hitting it.
let's get back here.
I will attempt.
Hopefully they'll
To
do
live.
a lot of the fighting up there.
All the shooting pissed them off.
back to you guys so we're closer to the ammo.
More sins. Hold until Esther and Mother finish.
They nearly nailed those
Marines don't
electro turrets there.
Yeah, they will do. Like I said, you're better off having them behind because they'll focus them, which means they don't get to fire.
That's fair.
Since snipers there.
Whiteban says,
And-
brother, fetch the battle flute. Damn right. Damn right, we'll fetch the battle flute.
Purge the heretics. Fruits.
Come on, come closer, stick your head over. There you go.
Speaking
There
of
we go.
heretics, I played my worst game of 40k last night. 2,000 point game over by the time I took my second turn. I tabled my opponent.
With the
Pointless.
dice gods not on your side.
Oh no, they were really on my side.
Oh no, you tabled your opponent.
I
Okay.
tabled him. Yeah, supposed to be 6 turns in a game of 40k. And like I said, I got to turn 1, and I took his 2,000 point army down to 1,000 points in the first turn.
Wow.
And
you
then my
bet.
second shooting phase, he took off 2 models of mine, and then I killed the rest of them.
I didn't realise you were such a tryhard at Warhammer.
I didn't realise I was, and I enjoyed it as little as he did because it wasn't any fun for me either. Basically, he just turned up with his models, put them on a table, and then took them off. He didn't get to play.
Petrube says, what army do you play?
I was playing Tau versus Space Marines, but I also play Sisters of Battle and Imperial Guard.
I'm so proud of myself for not having gotten into that game. I think I've resisted it very well.
Yeah, you just not gone to the dark side yet.
Somebody messaged me on Facebook the other day, one of the, the Alien and Predator fans, and it was like, do you play 40k? I feel like it'd be something you'd be into. I was like, oh, don't even
100% would be
tempt
something
me.
you would be into.
Peter Rebo says who they play Sisters too.
Yeah, I love my Sisters of Battle.
I don't know too much about Warhammer 40k, but some of the games have looked interesting. Like Deathwing looks pretty cool. Like a kind of a horror-ish first-person shooter, right? From what I've seen.
Yeah. Space Hulk is what it's based off of.
They're fighting the Tyranids.
Come on, guys, come down to us. I'm a bit bored here.
You do like to cheese it.
Well, I mean, you've got to on these. White Abaddon says, abandon all faith to those who decided to read the Warhammer books, though.
Are they not great?
I have tried to listen to some Warhammer books. I just can't.
They were talking about it on the forums recently, and it basically sounds about as right as any franchise with that kind of stuff, where there's some great ones and then there's some terrible ones, and everything else is just sort of okay and solid.
Dan Abnett writes quite a few 40k books.
Yes. Who also wrote Alien Isolation.
I think that spitter's stuck up there. Not anymore.
Well, we got him unstuck. Wireban says the books are good. There are just so many.
There are.
Uh-oh. We got big ones
Oh
coming.
god.
Oh, behind us.
Behind us. Another one behind us. Oh god.
We were all like, this is boring.
Going up.
On
One
down.
down.
Oh,
Ah, he's got me.
I think you're gonna be dead.
Oh no, I survived it somehow.
Okay.
Nice.
Whew.
More coming from that door.
Game probably realised we were cheesing it. You're getting some recommendation for books in the
Am I?
yeah. And Sarah says I had a run through Fate of the Nostromo with Ash activated for the first time last week. Crashed and burned. We didn't really get on with Fate of the Nostromo, did we?
We think we need more players. How many players did you play with?
Sarah, how many folk we on with?
Hello?
Aliens? Played with 5 others.
Yeah, that's probably where we're going wrong.
Should we see if
They will
Jeff and Will want to
try.
have a game?
Yeah, they'll do it.
We should try some more of the other games with those pair.
We should.
Not that I don't enjoy us playing. But just that French one will probably be fun with those two. I really enjoyed that French one. Not conspiracies. Controversies aside, yeah,
Yes.
that played really well.
It's still not on general sale, is it?
No, I don't think so. I'm just glad we managed to get a copy.
Other
'Cause
sniper.
I thought it was going to be pretty bad, to be honest.
I have unlocked the door.
Here, sniper. Let me give you this turret.
Nice work, Esther.
Computers here, protected by 16 million cameras.
Oh man.
That looked good with the
And he's like, yeah, I'll just stand there and take it.
charge coil in his face. Okay, we did it.
Charlie
Who?
Hutchings says, do you think AVP will ever get another go round in gaming and films? I certainly hope so. It would be a crime.
Gaming,
for it
I
not
think,
to.
I think gaming will definitely happen. Films,
Eventually, if you have a good
Maybe.
if you have good Predator movies and Alien movies, eventually people will be like, well, what about
Yeah.
an AVP movie?
depending on the success of Feday's thing, as to whether we get a lot of goodwill and positivity around both of them.
Esther, seal the door behind them.
Oh,
Catch your breath, Fireteam.
Ooh, we did it.
Just ahead.
First
We
try on
did it.
both.
I'm glad. Right, that enough for tonight?
Yeah, I think so, but I'm excited to beat this game on its
Yeah,
own.
I've really been enjoying these intense playthroughs, I'll be honest.
Insane.
Insane. Aside from some of the cheesing, but I want to get through 'em.
That's part of the
Yeah,
fun,
made
though.
up
You're
for
like,
friendly fire damage.
where can we cheese this?
Oh. Damn it! I'm on top of the friendly fire again.
Are you? Let's see.
I'm always bottom of the kills and top of the friendly fire. I'm
Yeah.
such a fucking terrible gamer. Well, that's a lie. I'm generally middle to top of the battlefield tables. Why don't we? Should we stream some Battlefield one night?
You
That'd-
were
that'd be
throwing
fun.
knives.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
joking though. I'm joking. Hey, damage dealt. I'm on the middle. It's just because other people steal my kills. That's all it is. Look at that. I'm top of the assists. There you go. That is exactly what's happening. You thieves.
Oh, dear.
Well, all right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Enjoyed this stream. You can always find us on avpgalaxy.net or the socials. You know where to find us.
And check back in the channel tomorrow. Past this time, we'll have a new video up on a unused concept for an Alien vs Predator 3 film.
Yep, so that'll be awesome. And we have lots more in the works. Might have something in Vegas coming up, actually, for the site.
Oh yes, that should be interesting. Are you having a drink?
Mm-hmm. So until next time.
That was the end of game celebration, was it?
Indeed.
Hey, you can have a salute from me.
A sneaky beaky emote. But yeah, hopefully this game gets some, a year or two announcement soon proper.
Soon, please, yes. All right, come
Yep.
on then.
Take care, everyone. See ya.